So I did promise you the sequel to the video that we posted Thursday about us opening different paint crates, fusing those paint crates, hopefully making some money. Today we're going to talk about how you fuse items in general and how you can actually make a solid amount of money in Crossout by just going ahead and fusing your leftover stuff. And this got especially very interesting with the introduction of the new beginners item that you can acquire just by starting out the game, where you can actually get some headlights and brake lights. There's a lot of different stuff that you can actually get and fuse those items rather cheaply and still make a solid amount of money. So what we're looking at today is, if you go to storage, you actually have a parts button, but you also have an upgrade button. And I dare to say that a lot of you guys watching this right now have never used the upgrade button because you just don't ever take a look at it. But I mean, just look at this. We have so much stuff that we can put in here. But what happens if we do it? Let me show you what happens. If I select all of these 10 bed rolls, there was 11, so here's 10. We can upgrade it. We do need some copper, so let me go ahead and grab some resources before we actually do it. But what happens is that we get a random rare part. So we get one part of better quality than this. And then you'll be thinking, first of all, who has 10 bedrolls lying around? And second of all, why would you do it? Why would you need one rare part if you have 10 white parts? Why not just sell these and buy whatever you want? Well, the reason is that if you hit specific items, there is actually quite the jackpot to hit. You can earn quite a lot of money. And as you can see, we can do it with cheap white items here. So if you want to make money, there's actually not as high as an entry barrier here as there is to paints, because you can do the exactly same thing with paints. If you haven't seen this yet, go to my previous video on this subject where we opened 20 paint crates, because we also touched on the subject about fusing paint. And we can do the same thing if we select 10 paints, but the thing is, all of these paints are at least 25 coins when the prices are low. So you will have to spend a lot of money in order to do this, but you can also earn quite a lot of money if you hit the correct paint. For example, the danger paint, the checkers paint. There's a lot of paints that you can hit here, which is quite expensive. Oh, sorry, not these, but these. But there's a few blue rare paints in here that are actually quite good as well. We don't have many right now because we fused some before. Right, so now that we know all of this, where do we start on this entire thing? And basically what I like to do is to just regularly go to the market and check. I select decor items and I select commons if I want to fuse rares. Then I check the bolt for. Where do we get the lowest price? We get those on round brake lights, we get those in headlights. Not really that big of a mystery, considering the fact that right now everyone is getting headlights and brake lights when they start playing the game as a part of the beginner or the newbie introduction tutorials thingy to the game. So that's why these are so low at the moment, and we could actually just go ahead and buy a bunch of these if we wanted to. We're not going to do that because we don't want to trade on this account. We can't really. As you can see, I have no trade here because it is a promo. But what we can do still is we can just go in here. We can literally select everything because we have a bunch of different stuff. Let's go ahead and see if we can find those lights down here somewhere. There we go. Whoops. So say we had bought 10 headlights. These were what, 0.15, so that's 1.5 coins we invest into this. Scrap is roughly probably 18 to 20 coins, maybe 15, 18, 20 coins for this. Let's just say 15 plus the 5, then we have 20, and this is 3, so that's maybe 23 coins in total. We spent 2.5 coins on 1.5 coins, sorry, on lights, so roughly 25 coins you can do this entire thing for. If we upgrade this, bam, we get this fender here. And basically, wait, I'm delusional. We didn't spend 25 coins on it. Let's just see. Yeah, we spent probably around 20 to 25, but nevertheless we got a new fender. So if we go ahead and check the price of that fender, and trust me, we might not make a bunch of money here because there it is, fender extended, 22.39. So we might not make a bunch of money here right now, but that's not really where the money is at. Fusing the regular parts, you can't earn a lot of money, but you can earn some. Look at this, for example, if you get the spoiler, you can get a tiny margin of money from that. No doubt about it. But do also note that all of these items, we can fuse all of the items that are here right now. Can we get that common away? There we go. But you can fuse up for some of these items. But what I do though recommend, instead of fusing white parts, is that you fuse some of the blue parts, because there's a much bigger chance that you will actually get stuff that you can use. And again, it's not expensive to fuse headlights, so it is a good start if you want to try your luck, but just also note that there's a lot of stuff that you might not be able to sell for a lot of money. I know some people also pay a lot for some of the spare wheels, so if you get some of those, you can also earn quite a lot. Outer fenders is a big rip if you get those. Twins, the spoiler, there's a lot of money in. And then we have something like the fairing. Not really anymore. That was actually a lot of money you can make on that. But then the spaced armor got nerfed with decor items at least. So no one wanted fairings anymore. So those have actually also dropped a lot. Exhaust is a big rip as well. Big spare is actually the best one right now, I think, for spare tires. And then I think you can also get some of these signs, which are not really good. But if you do go ahead and get junk, don't stress it too much. You have paid a lot of money for something that you will use in the fusion again. But it's better than nothing, let's just put it that way. But if we wanted to fuse rares, we're gonna do the same exact thing once more. We're just gonna go ahead and filter for rares instead of white items. So again, filter for the board 4, sort them lowest to highest. You'll get that, as you can see, out of fender, you can buy that for 5.11 right now. Say we pay 5.50, then we pay 55 for all the items needed in order to fuse a new epic random decor item. So if you go ahead and select 10 of those, if we bought 10 of those, as you can see, boom, there we go. And let me just get up the prices here for a total price for all of the items that we need in order to use our item. Currently scrap is sitting at 3.40 each 100 unit you buy, and we need 2.5 of those, so that will be a total of 8.5 coins for 250 scrap. Wires, on the other hand, will set us back a total of 43.2 coins. So wires is a big expense in this, but again, you can make quite a lot of money on it. And then finally we have the copper, which sets us back around 5.5 coins, 5.5 coins. And if we add up all of those resources that we have to spend on it, we actually have to spend around 57 coins to get all of the resources that we need to fuse this. Add that up with the 20 coins it costs to fuse anything. It's just a fee that there is in order to upgrade to an epic part. And then we bought all of this for 55. So that sets us back around 30 coins, you know, 130 to 135 coins. And that's rounded up. So there's still a pretty good margin there where you can earn some extra coins, as long as you can just at least sell the items for more than 130 to 135 coins. Then you should be safe. So watch what happens when I press this button right here, right now. Bam, we get the most trashy horn that we could potentially get. Wait, is there 2 horns in there? Oh, it's slowly, wow. That's a weird bug. That's trippy bug. I mean, when we view, yep, there's definitely, that's a bug, I think. I don't know. But we get the Joker, and let's just go take a look at the Joker right now. I can tell you already that we got scammed big time here. We just lost a bunch of money. That was not good. Having said that though, let's just look up horns. We can get the D minor, we can get express, we can get pullover. There's a lot of different horns we can get. Joker, full house. And as you can see, if we land on either of these, we can like cut our losses here. All right, if we sell this, we lose 13 coins, but as I said, I rounded up the money quite a lot, so you may be able to cut it even here if you get some cheap resources, stuff like that. But what we really want to look out for here is sometimes the express horn, a lot of times the express horns actually pull over, also sometimes can be sold for quite a lot. Then we have something like the Joker and the full house is usually the ones that are the lowest, but that's basically because, as you can see, there's literally no buy orders for it. The express horn is probably the most popular one, so that is also the one that I've sold the most times. I usually sell my express horn around 270 to 250 coins. That's a good margin that it will hit every once in a while, so don't stress it too much. But besides that, we can actually also get the Eagle, which is 180 right now. So that can be a decent, and I'm gonna say this, a decent earning you make there if you get it. You can also get horns, and horns is the same as the Eagle. Sometimes they're high, sometimes they're low. It really just depends. But we don't really stop here, and this is where it kind of gets interesting, and where there's a lot of money to lose, but also a lot of money to earn, depending on what the market is like. And basically we want to look at the legendary horns that we can get. There's a few. They are semi-interesting, some of them are. Lately though, prices have been very, very low. And I don't really know why the market has developed like this. It just has, and that is what it is. But the Titanic horn was actually 4,000 coins not long ago. It's 2,300 coins right now. The Buzzer was actually a big rip. It was below 1,000. It rised again a little bit. So the market just developed develops depending on supply demand, basic supply demand, and it just develops. So it's, keep an eye out for it. You might have some epics lying around, so you only need to buy a few and then you can actually upgrade it. If you do go ahead and see some of the horns have climbed in price, as you can see Titanic 3 offers right now 6 buy orders. There might be some people looking to make some money on this eventually if the supply and demand stays like this, but you're gonna have to look out for it. But basically, if we go to our inventory here and we fuse a lot of eagles, bad example because they are very expensive right now, but it could be anything. It could just be the cheapest one, and we actually go ahead and upgrade. As you can see, once again, this is gonna be very expensive, as in very expensive. We're gonna pay 1,000 electronics for this, and electronics are what, 3.2 right now for each 10, so we're gonna spend over 320 coins just in our electronics. And then we have the wires from before, which were what, 57 or something, so that's 370. And we have the copper here, which will probably be around 8 coins, so that will be 380 just to round it up. 100 scrap, that's 383, 384, and then plus this, and we will be at a total of 465 or something like that. And then you have to add up all of these items that we're using as well, which if you buy them very low will be around 100 coins each, so that's 1k coins, so maybe 1.3 1.4k in order to upgrade this, and bam, there we go. What did we get? Is that the elephant? Yep, it is. So the elephant is right now 1.9. So we may be looking at earning just a tiny bit of money here. In case my math in my head is correct, it probably isn't. But you kind of know what I mean. And you kind of hopefully can see what we're looking at here. We can actually earn a decent amount of money. We also have to pay the fees in order to sell this. So you will only be looking at getting 1,700 for this anyways. So have we made a couple hundred coins? We probably have, if in case I could sell it, but we haven't because I cannot sell it, and that is what it is. Same story goes for all of the paints. If we're looking at paints, as you can see, we have it here. We actually fused a white paint and a blue paint last time. So, you know what, let's actually just go ahead and do it again, just to show you guys what we're looking at. We're gonna invest a lot of money here in paints. I wouldn't do it like this if I were you guys. Go ahead and grab white, or go ahead and grab midnight. These paints are often given out in packs, so when you buy a pack you get these paints, therefore the price is much lower. But if we upgrade these, do we get danger? Nope, we didn't, so we probably lost money here. This paint is around 900. Paints alone, investing into paint fusings is 1k, and then you have to pay the fees. So there's no real money to be made on either of these patterns. But on the other hand though, if we actually do go ahead and fuse these patterns, this is where it gets interesting. You're gonna have to invest 10,000 coins just into paints in order to fuse this, or maybe 9,000 if you're lucky. But then you still have to pay this fee of what, 400 coins, so that's again 10,400, 500 something coins you've invested just into fusing this. You can hit the jackpot here, and if I press this and actually do it, I'm gonna be so sad that I didn't do it on my personal account, but let's go ahead and do it anyways. There is one that is way more expensive. Let me show you this. Let me show you why this is such a great idea if you just get the right stuff. But that's it about gambling. You will always like lose a lot of stuff. And as you can see, we didn't even hit the jackpot. Chrome, 7,000 coins. You lost 3,000 coins just by buying paints. What we want to hit is gold. Material gold, bam, 12,350 coins. That is really no joke. And just now I realized that it is actually a 50-50, so you can get gold, I think, without risking too much. Let's do it again just to see if we can actually get it. Just watch my luck here. We actually got the... So you see 2 tries, so that would, in case you get that, that would probably even out the losses that you've had, but also selling the gold paint is, you're gonna lose over 1k coins by selling it. So I mean, you would make around 18,000 if you sold both of these paints off. Not even, maybe even just 17,000. But you would also have invested more than 20,000 coins, around 21,000 coins if you get lucky with the stuff that you buy. So it is a big gamble, and you really have to have some money in order to spare if you want to mess with this. But that's not the point of this video. There is so much coins to be made by just fusing literally anything of these blues in here, as long as the price is just low. And it varies a lot, so just keep an eye out for it, and maybe you'll get there eventually. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you can put this to good use, just as my coin guides. They are getting kind of outdated, but not really. There's still a lot of tricks that does never really ever change. The market just develops around the videos. The video is something that we can hopefully use until this game dies out, which we hope it never does. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have an awesome weekend. See you guys later. Bye.